Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to today's Our Hometown Office Hours. My name is Matt Larson. I'm the president and CEO of Our Hometown. And today we've got on the call with us from our publisher support team, Terry and Vera. Welcome, both of you.
Hey, Matt.
Hey,
Hi,
Terry.
Matt.
Good morning, Vera, or good afternoon. Now, what we're going to do today is follow up on today's newsletter. This is actually working out really well, this new time slot. So we're doing our newsletters every Tuesday now, just on Tuesdays, and they've got really important stuff in them. So if you're seeing this, but you're not getting the newsletter, definitely email ops and we'll make sure that we get you on the list. But this is a great example. This week's newsletter is on a password reset that we're doing. So definitely need your attention on this. This is just some proactive actions that we're taking here. We haven't had any kind of security issues this year. Nothing to be concerned of. No one's been hacked or anything like that. This is purely preventative. So what we're trying to do is get you all to reset your passwords, because we can't see your passwords, but we can see the strength of them. And many of you, unfortunately, many editors out there on our platform have weak passwords. You cannot use things like that anymore. There was a time where you could use password with a 0 instead of an O or something. But at this point, it's not even about people figuring it out. It's computers. They're trying random things. When they're filling in your password, they try the most common things. They've got this huge list of passwords that they try. So it's just the world that we live in now. We have to reset our passwords regularly. So let's talk about this letter here. I'm just going to read this first sentence to make sure I hit all our key points. So our hometown will be requiring all publishers and other newspaper staff to change their passwords beginning on Thursday, December 10th, as part of a routine system-wide security enhancement process. So it's going to start on December 10th. Not everyone's going to have it reset on December 10th. This isn't going to happen for you necessarily on Thursday, but it will start for some of you then. This is mandatory. This is a mandatory password change, and it's going to be required for any users that exist on your site with a role other than subscriber. So we're talking about the users that log into the dashboard. So in other words, any user with the ability to edit and publish content or otherwise customize the website. So again, just want to stress this. Your subscribers do not need to change their password. That would be a much bigger project. But we're going to be doing this just for the people that have access to the back end, because that's really where the vulnerabilities are. Someone can hack a subscriber account and they're not going to have access to really anything valuable. Well, of course, the news content's valuable, but you know what I mean? No credit card information or anything like that. So then this is just a little bit of the background here. During our year-end review here, our engineers have discovered that several of your staff accounts, not everyone's, but they have weak passwords. So there's absolutely no indication, again, I want to stress this, that nothing has been compromised, even though there are weak passwords out there. They do present a security risk, and we just want to eliminate it, because it's a simple thing to eliminate. It's one thing that we can control in this world of cyber warfare, with everyone out there trying to do crazy stuff. So in order to do so, we're instituting the following measures over the next few weeks. Okay, so let's go through these one at a time. We're going to try to highlight these again in a future newsletter, the really key ones. But first of all, when setting passwords, if you're onboarding new people, or if you're just resetting your own passwords, we're going to require medium strength or higher. Ideally, you have a high, super strong password with all kinds of characters, capitals, lowercase, numbers, totally random, not a word of any kind. You just want it to be something that's honestly difficult to memorize, but then, there's many services that will remember your password on your browser, and that's okay, as long as it's secure. Now, let's see, and we're just not gonna allow weak passwords going forward. That used to be something that we did allow occasionally, but that's just something we've decided to not do anymore. All accounts with a role other than subscriber, again, starting on Thursday, will be prompted to create a new password. So even though you're already logged in, we're going to, so for anyone that's logged in now, we're going to prompt you to create a new password. And when you do that, when you follow those instructions, you'll create the new password. WordPress will automatically log you out because it's going to log you out of all the devices because it's detected the password change. But you don't. You just have to log back in once, and you'll be fine. Okay, and then the last main point I want to make sure we get in here: all accounts with a role other than subscriber that have not logged in during the past 6 months will have their password automatically reset to a randomly generated high-strength password. So basically, if you're not, so these 3 cases should account for all types of users. Terry or Vera, do you have any questions on those?
I don't have a question, but I have a comment.
Sure.
I just wanted to say that because of people using Google or some other password saver, that they want to manually log in and not use their autofill, because that'll put the old password in. Once you manually log in, you can elect to save it, but I can see that being a
Right. Really, really good point. Actually, when we first started using LastPass, I kept having that happen to me. So, okay, so then no autofill. That's another really good FAQ that we can include in the next newsletter. I guess one thing I'll say on this, when I was reading it, I was like, how are we going to know what the password is? Because we never email passwords to customers. So what this is it's going to reset it, and it's basically going to temporarily lock you out. But you're the only one that has access because you control your email. So you can go in, it's going to say your password's been changed. You're not going to have any idea what it is because it's going to be very secure. So you just reset your password manually. That's how you'll handle that. Okay. Any other questions or comments, either of you? That was a good one.
Yes. Just want to stress 2 things. First of all, it's going to be a rollout. It's not, everybody's not going to be impacted by this at one time, because we are anticipating a lot of emails and that sort of thing. And, we don't want to be bombarded. And the other thing is, whether or not you change your password before the rollout isn't going to affect anything. You're still going to have to change it when it rolls out. So it's not necessary to change your password before the rollout. It won't help.
Right. It's not going to allow us to skip it. You're just going to have to set it again, and then it's going to have to be something new. So you might as well just,
wait until you get the notification.
Right. Okay. And we addressed Cecile's question. You're going to be prompted to create a new password. So you go onto the website, and then all of a sudden, in the next few weeks, you're going to be prompted. It's not necessarily going to be on Thursday, but it will happen. What else? Was that the only other? Oh, let me check those tickets really quick. Was that the only other one?
No, the other one was she's used the same password forever and ever and ever. So.
Right. Okay, yeah. And I can sympathize with this objection. You're in the normal workflow. I understand that. But the bigger point here is that having the same password for years on all different accounts is a huge security risk. If you got hacked by any one of those, those criminals are going to go in there and immediately try all your other accounts with the same password, and it could just be, I hope you're not using any kind of financial services with these passwords. This is not a wise decision. There are plenty of services out there to make this easier, though. Vera mentioned the Google Password Reminder. You have that right on your Chrome browser. You don't even need to do anything. You can just use that. As long as you don't, when you reset it, make sure that you reset the password save so it doesn't keep auto refilling the same old one, like Vera said. But
another point with that, with Google Chrome, is you can sync your other devices. So that
That's right. All these Chrome or all these browser password reminders like LastPass or Chrome, they're going to work as long as you're using Chrome, on all your devices. Then it'll just, it's beautiful that way. It's really the way to do it. It just authenticates you on the browser level. So yeah, those would be something. Maybe we can throw an idea out there, just like use the Chrome password generator or LastPass. Use Chrome. I think LastPass is actually free for just individuals, but if you wanted to do like a group, like a company for for your whole paper, shared passwords, there is a fee for that. But everyone could just set up their own account to manage pretty much all their online accounts. It's pretty sweet. So use Chrome password reminder, LastPass. Okay. So again, we're going to be rolling these out over the next few weeks. Sorry about the inconvenience on this, but really it's a very good preventative measure. It's going to prevent tons of headache down the road in the case that something should ever happen. We really are focused on security. That's our number one priority.